Let's pray. Father, I pray that you would open the ears of the hearers, that they can hear you, Father, in the Spirit and in truth, to impart to them this important key ingredient to walk with you, Lord. Please help me to speak these words for you right now. In your name, Jesus, I pray. So, in the kingdom of heaven, there's different criteria. It's actually opposite from this world system. So, going back to what Jesus said in Matthew verse 18:3, he tells us, "Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven." So let's just think for a moment about a little humble child that you've known in your life. What comes to mind for me is somebody who's very eager, who really looks to you as though you have the answers, because they don't know. They really just don't know. And they have an eagerness to serve and an eagerness to obey. So the Lord is our Father, and we're His children. So He wants us to position ourselves in a way that we understand who we are in comparison to Him, the Almighty, the all-knowing, all-wise. And when we position ourselves with humility, then He can trust us, and He'll impart His wisdom. He'll impart insight. He'll impart His thoughts. He'll open His heart to you. Amazing. It's true. And He'll test you as well, because He wants to confirm that your faith is real, that you're truly His child, because no one can come into the kingdom of heaven under false pretenses. You're safe. When you accept the Lord, you're in His hand, and nobody can take you out. And same when we come home to Him at the end of our lives. We're safe. So in this place, He's constantly testing to make sure who His real kids are. Now, I looked up what the word humble means, because we don't really hear it a whole lot, and it's probably not something the world thinks is a great attribute. To be humble is having or showing a consciousness of one's defects or shortcomings. It's not proud, not self-assertive, it's modest. The person is low in condition, rank, or position, unpretentious. Don't we love unpretentious people? So to have humility is the state or quality of being humble, absence of pride or self-assertion. And then to humiliate, because sometimes God can use humiliation to help our pride be squashed. Pride is the greatest enemy of God. Hi, Nat. I'm just around the corner in our beautiful woodlands. So sometimes the Lord will use humiliation to take away our pride. I want to pose this to you now. If you're serious, ask God to humiliate you today. When humiliation comes, look inside your heart and think, why am I humiliated? What is this that's made me feel humiliated? And whatever that is actually your pride. And then you can see it and think, oh, I was really feeling proud about that thing. and it's actually really ugly, okay. It's an interesting prayer. The prayer to be humiliated. You'll learn something about yourself. Okay, so in his word, he tells us, he who exalts himself will be humbled. He who humbles himself will be exalted. Pride comes before the fall. He writes here in Proverbs 3:34, to the humble he gives favor. Favor can come in so many different ways. Wow. I had favor just the other day, and I was so amazed because I was in a tier 1 situation with COVID, and so I had to go get tested. And I went to our local place with no reservation, and I got in and out in 20 minutes. Amazing, amazing favor. And my friend Fiona, and I heard another friend, Diamond, unfortunately had to spend 5 hours in line. And that doesn't mean they don't have favor, but I just was like, whoa, totally unexpected. So I was completely humbled and grateful for that. So favor comes in lots of different ways. A humility is an eagerness to obey. Who's eager to obey? Think about that. So to position yourself to learn from God, and to position yourself in a way where you can obey Him, that's humility. That's being humble. Okay, in James he says, he opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. That's James 4:6. And now I'm feeling like I shouldn't have mentioned my friends' names. Maybe that wasn't very humble of me to say that. See, I feel like he's convicting my heart right now. So Fiona and Diamond, will you please forgive me for saying that? I can give examples without being so proud, I suppose, right? So I'm trying to be transparent. I'm learning just like everybody else. So please forgive me for saying that. Okay, this is a nice one. In 1 Peter 5:6, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time, He may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. So my friends who have anxiety problems and lots of worries, remember I was telling you to capture that thought and pray instead? So he says to humble ourselves underneath His mighty hand. Now, this is just me trying to help you walk with God, and I'll make it short, okay? I love you. I always think about these messages after I've done them, and I think I could have done them better, but anyway, I'm just doing what I can. I'm stumbling forward in my walk with the Lord. I'm fumbling around and trying to figure out what to do to bring His kingdom to earth. And this is just a little thing, and I feel happy. So thanks for listening, and I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye. I can't see the button to turn it off.